Hey guys, and welcome to this video. This video is a comparison of real versus replica of some of the items that I own. I didn't want two of everything, so basically I ordered something similar to my real item. And I do want to put a disclaimer in here. I know that people are like, a replica is a ripoff. I don't really like it either, but I also don't think that the person who's gonna go buy a Louis Vuitton is actually also like, it's not gonna steal business from Louis Vuitton for someone who wants to buy it for $60. Like, that person's not gonna pay $2,000. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen. A lot of things are written in Chinese or they're hard to understand. There's like no reviews, and then they have like a bunch of options, you know, which option goes to which picture. So I ended up getting somehow the mini version of the purse instead of the regular versions. So the first thing that I noticed that is kind of different is if you look at the gold accents on the fake one, they're really yellow, like really yellow. And it's just not like the normal gold color, even the little thing up front here. But comparing it to the real thing, this is definitely different in color. This is more like the standard of what you would see in like a luxury item. Just, it's completely different color. As far as the stitching and these buttons at the bottom, other than the yellow color being different, the stitching is actually done really well on this replica. As you can see, there's nothing like too special about it. So they're kind of pretty similar at the bottom. So the next part, we're gonna look at the handles. This is definitely thinner than this handle. Again, I don't know if that's because of the size difference, but this just feels like it was sewn really well and it's two together. This feels like it's one. If you look at this little shiny black part, both of them have that. Accurate as far as trying to get the Kate Spade style. For the stitching of the handles stitched on, you can definitely tell that the stitching is not the best here. It's kind of like really thick up at the top, and then it kind of gets like a little bit more normal. And then over here, it is a different like style, but the stitching's pretty even all the way across, and then they just have a little bit of extra right there. The inside of the bag is what gives it away that it's a replica. It's not bad, but it's just not, it's obvious that it was just quickly done. The crazy thing is that on this replica, and you'll see some of the other replicas, they actually put a Kate Spade tag on there, which I think is like the worst, but I guess they're trying to pass it off that it's really, really real. So the next item is my Gucci purse. So I have the Marmont circle purse. This one is real. So for comparison, I actually got two because I thought this white one was pretty cute and I thought this red one was pretty cute. And they're very similar in style because they're supposed to be replicas of the like Marmont style. They both have the little heart in the back, although they both have it very differently. So we're gonna start with comparing the chain. So the chain here, it's black, and then this is the color. This one's just the chain, and the color is pretty close actually. I think it is way closer than the other one. It is a little more yellow, and it's a little bit more lightweight. Like this one feels like better quality, so someone would have to pretty much touch the chain to see the difference. And this one does have kind of like the same, where only part of the bag is a chain. But the colors of these chains are ridiculously different. This one also has a much larger link in its chains, so this one's a little bit more obvious that it's not the same. So the next part I'm going to talk about is the stitching. This stitching is like spot on. The heart is right in like the center-ish area. At the top of the heart, they kind of like did this lazy thing where they connected the string down to the second part of the heart. And on the black one, it's not like that. Those are completely separate pieces. Now for the white one, they also connected them. This one is so much more obvious because they put it like right here in this corner, and you might not be able to see it on camera. On this one, you don't miss it. Like if you're holding this purse even this distance, you can see it. And this one has some of the like edges kind of frayed. So you could tell this one is sewn a little more cheaply than the other one. So the next part we're gonna look at are the G's. So this is the G's in the like original one. These are the G's in the fake. They're larger, however, it is a different purse. Overall, I feel like they got the distance between them. The G's for the red one, they're just as orange as the chain was. Again, they got the G's kind of like spaced accurately. Sometimes you find them like they're way too far or way too close in some of the replicas, but these are spaced pretty well. And again, these G's are bigger than these, but they're completely different shapes, so that could be the reason why. Now looking inside, it actually says Gucci made in Italy stamped in there. The inside is red. There are some frayed ends kind of in the corner here in the two edges where it connects. You can see how well all the stitching is. This is very soft. It feels like really nice. Then it has this like luxury kind of tag that matches the bag. The red one is probably the worst. It does have the leather tag, but the inside is just like a weird canvas material and it feels really fake. There's a lot of parts in here overlapping. Like you can kind of see it right there where it's just like a strip that's darker than the rest because they just overlapped the fabric over itself in random parts in here. I also decided to try a fashion item. I got a Supreme Fox logo hoodie. This is the sweatshirt that I got. So I do actually purchase from Supreme. I cannot get a box logo one. That's like almost impossible. They don't even drop it on their website anymore. So I have one that's black. This one's actually a large, but just feeling the weight of this is like almost double the weight. Maybe exactly double the weight. Like this is so lightweight in comparison. This one feels thick. If you look at the hood, like how thick this hood is versus how thick this hood is. I don't know that you can actually see the thickness, but I can definitely feel it. This was not really my style, but I'm a sucker. Sometimes I just buy things. So I'm probably gonna resell this one. The same thing, the weight is completely different. This is so lightweight. So next we're gonna look at the tag. This doesn't even say Supreme on the inside. It just has an M for medium. And the actual Supreme ones say Supreme. They have their little thing here. And it says medium in like as a word. So this one says Supreme, it has large underneath. So at the bottom, this usually has care instructions. The one from DHGate that is fake has nothing. And the ones from Supreme have the little how to care for it. They both look exactly the same. This one also has this little tiny Supreme on the outside. And this one has it, but it's not in red, it's in black. The fake has absolutely nothing on either side. So this isn't a terrible sweatshirt, it's just like a Hanes sweatshirt. So it's like, yeah, it's not so cheaply made that it's gonna fall apart, but it's definitely not high quality, like thick Supreme material. So the last item that I have to compare is my Louis Vuitton Alma bag. I got this secondhand. I really wanted this color. I didn't care that it had a scratch on it. It is previously loved. And this is a 2010 Alma. They just don't make this color. So that is why I bought it. Previously loved and owned, but this was completely verified and has a certificate of authenticity and all of that. I would never buy something without that. So I got it in black. I can already tell right away just feeling it that this like texture feels so different. And then you can see that the actual like symbols on this one are in there, but they're not in there very deep. And when you look at this one, it's like so obviously pressed, super deep, super obvious. Overall, the spacing of the symbols are pretty accurate and the symbol itself is pretty accurate. So looking at the gold accents, this one has a mixture of gold accents and then a silver zipper. So this one, of course, the lock, the zipper, the gold accents, like the accents at the bottom, all match. So looking inside, it comes with a strap. This is really weird. The strap is like reddish black and the actual thing is like black. It has like extra pieces and then here's the lock. So the lock does not match the zipper. The actual buckle of the zipper doesn't even match the zipper. Like this is gold and this is silver. It's so weird. So inside, this is super cheaply made. The bottom part here is like lifting up. The zipper on the inside is also gold. A piece where you could see how poorly this one is done. It's like not even close. But inside this one, you can see all of the stitching is like next level perfect. I should also mention that two of them had a strange smell when I opened them. That was the Kate Spade, and then the red Gucci purse had kind of a weird smell, but it has since gone away. So those are all of the real thing and replicas that I have to compare. I also bought a bunch of these cute little like keychain Louis Vuittons. This one is pretty nice. It has like one little thing here. And when I bought it, I thought I bought one, but apparently I bought 5. Okay, you guys, I thought that I ordered one. But apparently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these like fake Louis Vuitton little keychains. So I feel like obviously we're gonna have to give some of these away, but I didn't know that I ordered that many, so that's cool. Only 2 of them have the Louis Vuitton in one of the squares. The rest of them just have squares. Like this one is just all squares. So kind of weird. So the ones with the squares are kind of more of a dupe than a replica. So for example, like when you have a Gucci belt that has like CG, that's more of a dupe. And then the ones that actually have GG and like are trying to copy the logo exactly, those are replicas. And then I wanted to compare it to a different seller, so I got this. Like the feel of them is what makes them feel fake. If you saw someone walking down the street with some of these, you probably wouldn't notice at a distance. But if you were to touch this in any way, it's very obvious, at least to me. Definitely looking inside any of them, extremely obvious. Like Louis Vuitton would never have this raw edge in here that's like, it's bending. So you can actually see the like inside white part of the edge. When you purchase on DHGate, what they write is either in extremely bad English, in photos that don't make sense, in numbers that don't make sense. Like some of the centimeters, I tried to figure out, like you can obviously convert centimeters to inches, but I even, like when you convert it and then I check the actual item I got, it's not even close. So I think they like made up centimeters. I don't know. And you have no idea what you're getting. You kind of do because there's like some pictures, but some sellers have like 10 items and it's like, do you want version 1 or 7 or 10 or whatever? And then you're like, which one even is version 1? So it's like not very user friendly. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think it's just kind of an interesting thing to see. I don't think that the people that are purchasing off this site and like knowing that they're gonna get a replica that is not made well are gonna also go into Gucci and make that purchase. So I think that's one thing people hate about it. They think like the replica is stealing business from the original, but I honestly don't think that the same customer base like exists. I don't really feel like I would normally be going on DHGate regularly to try to find a bunch of replicas. Like that's not my style. I don't really want anything like that unless there's something that I like. For the Supreme box logo hoodie, to get that is like next level impossible to buy it from Supreme. If it were to drop on their website, it would be gone in less than 5 seconds. Like I hands down believe that. If you can't type in that credit card information fast enough, you will not get it. So for that, I might use DHGate just because there is literally no other way for me to get the Supreme box logo except from a reseller, and then I'm supporting a reseller, not even supporting Supreme anyway. So that's it. That's my 2 cents. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.